2024 is your year to break into tech sales and open up a whole new world of opportunity. Tech sales has been really great to me over the past 9 years, and this path has opened up financial freedom, meaningful relationships, and has helped me develop into a better version of myself. These life-changing opportunities are available to you too on this path, and ask yourself, why not me? The skill sets, the qualities required to succeed in tech sales, especially in the entry-level SDR role, are already innately inside of you and inside of all human beings. It's a choice for you to choose to cultivate these qualities and awaken the giant within. You can choose to be more coachable and take in others' feedback to use it to improve. You can choose to be passionate and persistent and gritty, to push through resistance to get things done. You can choose to be courageous and pick up a phone and call a stranger. You don't have to be a genius to break into tech sales and succeed. In fact, if you're too smart for your own good, it'll actually hurt you and limit you. Tech sales will demand that you get uncomfortable and stretch to become a better version of yourself, but that's part of what is exciting and rewarding about this opportunity. This is going to be your year that you break into tech sales because you're willing to get uncomfortable and do the things that failures aren't willing to do in order to succeed. You're willing to outbound to networking targets and pick up a phone and cold call a hiring manager, having a shot to get referred and bumped up the applicant list to get your foot in the door and earn the interview. You're willing to slow down and be strategic and intentionally pick companies that you really want to work at, that are worth working at, and prepare your ass off to understand their market, their product, why customers choose them, why you want to be there, so that you're ready to slam dunk your interviews. You're also going to role play and prepare for your interview process for over a month like I did to land my job at Google Cloud. You'll network with people to understand the questions that they were asked so you have an idea of what you might be asked, and you're going to prepare and prepare and prepare until you're blue in the face. And even though it's uncomfortable and it's not sexy, you're going to put in the work so by the time you show up in those interviews, you crush them. You blow them away with passion and intentionality, and they can't say no to you. Now, why are you willing to put in all this preparation and work to be successful? Because you wrote down on a piece of paper exactly why you want to break into tech sales and why you want to work at the companies that you're applying to, so that your vision for the future is crystal clear and so that it pulls you forward. You can see and smell and taste what success looks like, and you feed your subconscious brain with that imagery so that it gets in alignment. Too many people let the subconscious stop them from being successful and achieving the dreams that they set out for themselves with their conscious brain. But by feeding your subconscious with imagery and data points of what it's going to look like to receive those commission checks, how it's going to feel to set those meetings, how the food's going to taste in the company cafeteria, that is what it takes to get that subconscious brain in alignment with what your conscious brain desires. And that clarity of vision will be obvious in your interview process. And when you get that offer and close your first deal in tech sales, which is selling yourself and landing your first job, you won't be surprised and the hiring manager won't be surprised, because you already networked with people on the team and they all wanted you to succeed. You learn from the inside what it takes to be successful. You jumped outside the traditional candidate list, and instead of cold applying, you were already in there like swimwear, there for a reason, there with passion, and you just blew them away. And looking back on your journey, you didn't make excuses that you lacked experience, because you realized that you could invest in coaching with someone like me, or in a program like CourseCareer or other programs out in the market to learn the SDR role, and you could sign up with platforms like Glencoco to get paid to make cold calls on behalf of real-world tech companies and develop actual cold calling experience. You didn't make excuses that the economy is on the decline, which it actually is. You realize that you can find the diamond in the rough companies that are thriving even in a downturn. Just like Zoom boomed in the pandemic while other companies were struggling and going out of business, or like my company that is growing in a downturn because we help companies save money and be more efficient. There are other companies like that that will actually grow and boom in a downturn. There's no excuse. It's always a good time to get into tech sales regardless of the economy, because there are companies that will be doing well, And this path opens up so much in terms of skill development, building your network, and these are assets that will help you be successful in anything else you do, and that will be your ultimate security net in the toughest times. Why not start investing into yourself and cultivating these assets right now? And this year, you won't be surprised when you break into tech sales because you are a closer. You closed on next steps after every networking conversation and every interview, and because you always followed up and followed up and followed up in a pleasantly persistent way. And all along, you knew exactly what you were getting into, along with the chance to win outsized gains in commission, personal growth, relationships, and ultimately going down the path of entrepreneurship. You knew the price of that was uncertainty and risk. And there's a chance that you could hop on the tech sales bull and it might buck you off and knock you on your ass. I've seen people get laid off even after performing well, but what I've found is the best of the best know that's what they signed up for, and they respond to the challenge by networking to find an even better job opportunity with a company they love, with a better culture, where they're making a lot more money. Once you punch your ticket into tech sales, the sky's the limit, and this is your year, and I'm excited to be your hype man along the journey. Feel free to come back to this video at any time for some inspiration and encouragement along the way. And on your journey, there might be some valleys and points where you want to just give up, but keep pushing through, because with enough persistence, the impossible will become possible, and you are fully capable of making this dream happen. If you need coaching along your journey, feel free to book a coaching call with me. I've got your back, and I'm going to bring all I've got to the table to support you. Check out my Sell More, Live More newsletter linked in the description of this video. Check out my weekly podcast where you'll learn from people that are some of the best in B2B sales and folks a lot smarter than me. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. This is the channel you come to start and grow your tech sales career and tap into your potential. 2024 is your year, and the best is yet to come. Happy selling and happy living, and I'll see you in the next one.